Good morning, everyone. Today is June 5th. This is our regularly scheduled meeting for Committee on Council. I am Liliana Bakhtiari, the chair. I would like to welcome everyone who has joined us this morning. To my left, we have I've been joined by Council members Byron Amos, Councilmember Alex Wan, Councilmember Jason Winston, Councilmember Howard Shook, and to my right, I have been joined by Councilmember Andrea Boone and Councilmember Amir Faroqi. We want to go ahead and get started. Is there a motion to adopt the meeting agenda?
Second.
All right, so moved by Councilmember Wan, seconded by Councilmember Shook. Let's go ahead and open that vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed.
7 yeas, 0 nays. This passes. Next, I will motion to approve the meeting minutes. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilmember Shook. Let's go ahead and open that vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed. 7 yeas, 0 nays. The consent agenda, the approval of the minutes is adopted.
Thank you so much. And finally, I move to adopt the full council agenda. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilmember Shook. Please open the vote.
The vote is open. 7 yeas, 0 nays. The full council agenda is adopted.
Thank you so much. And Ms. McMichael, do we have any public speakers today?
We have one public comment.
Okay. Go ahead. You'll have 3 minutes.
Good morning and thank you. My name is Adrienne Coleman Tyler, and I'm here today. As you hopefully are aware, the contract between the City of Atlanta and People TV ends today. The mayor's office has not said one way or another what they're going to do with that contract. They said they're going to issue an RFP. Now, I have gone to several committees, City Utilities Committee, I've gone to Finance Executive Committee, I've been before this committee. There's an outstanding question around the public access television. The operation and the governance, it's really two pieces. When public access started in the City of Atlanta, the cable company operated the public access facilities, but there has been for 40 years a citizen-led appointed governance authority over the cable franchise, or the cable access TV channel. People TV in 1986, when the city passed an ordinance creating that nonprofit, it took on both roles, the operation as well as citizen governance. The mayor's office says that they plan to put out an RFP for the operator of the public access channel. So that still holds the question. People TV is a public board of the City of Atlanta. Now, I'm here before Committee on Council because I've been told by other committees that question is for, because the question that I'm asking is there has never been a public board of the City of Atlanta that has been privatized. So the question is, yes, you may find a new operator, but in terms of governance of a utility, it's through the cable franchise agreement. So I'm here to Committee on Council to say it's really two questions at play. The operator, as well as the public board. As you may or may not know, the last mayoral appointment to People TV was in 2012. The last city council appointment was in 2015 when Mary Norwood appointed John Sheriff. Those appointees, they served their term and they've rolled off. Since then, there's not been any appointments. Also, during that time, People TV's board has not met in 16 months. Their last meeting with a quorum was January 2022. So we have this, what could be an outstanding resource for our community that's sitting empty. And so I'm here today to bring to CUC the question of a public board either populating a board or what is done. I don't think an RFP answers that question about operation. There is still the question about governance. I thank you.
Thank you so much. I will come out there and speak to you as soon as we're done with this agenda. Thanks. I believe that concludes our public speaking. So let us go ahead and move on to our legislative agenda. Ms. McMichael, would you take items 1 and 3 as a block?
23C 5062, a communication from council members Dustin Hillis, District 9, Andrea L. Boone, District 10, Marcy Collier Overstreet, District 11, Antonio Lewis, District 12, and Keisha Sean Waits, Post 3 at large, appointing Mr. Quincy Jordan to serve as a member of the NREM Review Board for the City of Atlanta. This item was favorable by Public Safety and Legal Administration Committee. 23C 5064, a communication from Mayor Andre Dickens appointing Ms. Sagara Jones to serve as a member of the Metropolitan Atlanta Rapid Transit Authority Board of Directors for the City of Atlanta. This appointment is for a term of 4 years. This item was favorable by Transportation Committee.
Thank you so much. I believe both of these items were found favorable in their respective committees. I second that. So we have a motion from Councilmember Alex Wand, seconded by myself. Let's go ahead and open that vote.
The vote is open. 7 yeas, 0 nays. This item is approved. These items are approved.
Thank you so much. And can you go ahead and please sound off item number 2?
23C 5063, a communication from Councilmember Liliana Battiari, District 5, appointing Ms. Angela Fusaro to serve as a member of the Atlanta Commission on Women. This appointment is for a term of 2 years.
I believe we're holding this until the next meeting, so I vote to hold. Motion by myself, seconded by Councilmember Wand. Let's please open the vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed. 7 yeas, 0 nays. This item is held in committee.
Thank you so much. Please go ahead and read off item number 4.
23O-1248, an ordinance by Committee on Council to amend Part 2 of Ordinances, General Ordinances, Chapter 2, Article 2, Division 2, Section 2-97 of the City of Atlanta Code of Ordinances for the purpose of removing proclamations, condemnations, and other special awards from the order of business for each meeting of the Atlanta City Council, and to schedule proclamations, commendations, and other special awards to a time immediately before the City Council meeting and for the purposes.
A motion, Madam Chair. I would like to hold this item.
So motion by Councilmember Boone, seconded by Councilmember Wand. Let's go ahead and open that vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed. 7 yeas, 0 nays. This item is held.
Thank you so much. I believe we have, also we're moving on to resolutions. Will you go ahead and sound off the first item?
Yes, and the caption does not change.
Okay. Second.
The vote is open. Please vote. Please vote. 7 yeas, 0 nays. A resolution by Committee on Council authorizing the mayor to enter into an intergovernmental agreement on behalf of the City of Atlanta with Fulton County to conduct the 2023 Atlanta Board of Education general election and any special election held in conjunction therewith on November 7, 2023, and if necessary, to conduct an Atlanta Board of Education general runoff election to be held on December 5, 2023, or such other authorized date in the portion of the City of Atlanta located in Fulton County, to authorize the payment of the estimated prorated expenses associated with such election in the amount of $3,052,418.22 to DeKalb County in accordance with the City of Atlanta's election IGA with DeKalb County authorized pursuant to 09-01394. All funds to be charged to and paid from account numbers listed herein, to appoint the Fulton and DeKalb County's Board of Registration and Elections with the Director of the Fulton and DeKalb County's Department of Registration and Elections acting as its agent as municipal election superintendent for the purpose of conducting said election as absentee ballot clerk and as municipal registrar and for the purposes.
Okay. Second. Can we go ahead and open that motion by Councilmember Wand, seconded by myself? Let's please open that vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed. 7 yeas, 0 nays. This item is favorable on substitute.
Okay, we move on to item number 6.
A resolution by Committee on Council authorizing the mayor on behalf of the City of Atlanta.
We need-
Okay. A resolution by Committee on Council authorizing the mayor on behalf of the City of Atlanta to execute an intergovernmental agreement with the Atlanta Public School System pursuant to which the City of Atlanta shall administer the 2023 Atlanta Board of Education General Election for APS Board Seats 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 on November 7, 2023, and if necessary, to conduct an Atlanta Board of Education General Runoff Election to be held December 5, 2023, or such other authorized date, and in consideration thereof, APS shall reimburse the City of Atlanta for the costs incurred by the City of Atlanta to administer such election in an estimated amount of $3,221,107.22. All funds to be deposited in the fund department organization and account number listed herein and for other purposes.
Second. Moved by Councilmember Juan, seconded by myself. Please open that vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed. 6 yeas, and this item is approved on, this item is approved.
No, the substitute is approved. Now we go ahead and vote to move to approve on substitute, please. And seconded by motion by Councilmember Alex Juan, seconded by myself. Let's please open that vote.
The vote is open. Please vote. The vote is closed. 6 yeas, 0 nays. This item is favorable on substitute.
Thank you so much. That brings us to dual referred. Can you please read off item number 7?
An ordinance by Councilmember Alex Juan to amend the Charter of the City of Atlanta, Georgia, 1996 Georgia Laws 4469, adopted under and by virtue of the authority of the Municipal Home Rule Act of 1965, Section 3635, as amended by amending Part 1, Subpart A, Article 2, Chapter 3, Section 2-308, to standardize and define classifications for City Council employees and to update annual appropriations for salaries and benefits, to amend Chapter 2, Article 2, Division 4, Section 2-152, to reflect the actions of this chapter amendment and for other purposes.
Councilmember Juan, go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Colleagues, I'm going to move approval on this. We are still fine-tuning this a little bit, but because it's a charter amendment, it has it's going to come back through us one more time. So we'll have all the details worked out by our next cycle. So I'll move to approve.
Motion made by Councilmember Juan, seconded by Councilmember Faroki. Let's open that vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed. 6 yeas, 0 nays. This item is favorable.
Thank you so much. Ms. McMichael, would you please sound off item number 8?
23R3536, a resolution by Councilmember Andrea L. Boone requiring all City of Atlanta NREM Review Board hearings to be added to the Channel 26 live broadcast schedule. Regular scheduled board meetings which are in conflict with any City Council meeting, public hearing, or any city mandated meeting shall be recorded by Channel 26 and added to the archives for viewing and for other purposes.
Move approval.
A motion to approve by Councilmember Boone, seconded by Councilmember Juan. Please open that vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed. Five yeas, 0 nays. This item is favorable. I'm sorry, 1 abstention. This item is favorable.
Madam Chair, actually, I hit the wrong button. That should be in favor.
Okay. 6 yeas, 0 nays. This item is favorable.
Thank you so much. Ms. McMichael, does this conclude our legislative agenda?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay, so this does conclude the legislative agenda. Does anyone have any general remarks they would like to make? No? Okay, and with that, we are adjourned.